MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Boston Red Sox. We've got baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Garrett Richards gets the call for Game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
Richards is ready. First pitch on its way. Bo Bichette is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, I always felt like these were huge games, whether it's earlier in the season or later in the season, to find a way to get to 500. You feel like you can start fresh and start pushing in a different direction. You cannot continue to ride that seesaw of win one, lose one. This team has to get hot. Starts today.
Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Hero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Well, Matt, going into this, looking at both lineups, they're both hot right now and they can both swing the bats. We probably got a slugfest on our hands. What pitcher's going to make the big pitch? A big spot, execute something to get his team off the field. Otherwise, probably a team with the last at bat's going to win this one.
He comes in at 262 on the year, 6 home runs, 26 RBIs. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0. Our temperature should get us up into the 70s as we move along, 68 at first pitch. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch, wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
And that misses up and in, 3-1. Into the windup and the pitch. I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there, a little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
A payoff pitch one more time. Is swung on and missed, strike 3.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
So now to the plate, Lourdes Gurriel, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. That average for him up in the 360s now. 6 home runs, 18 driven in. The windup and the 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
And that's going to be high, 2-2 now.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone.
We'll have to press pause as that's strike 3 to retire the side. Blue Jays go down in order. Toronto 0. Sox coming to bat. You've got it tuned to Major League Baseball, the show. Julian Merriweather is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Toronto. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here it comes. And he lays off there, 1-0. And Dan, DeRosa, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game, they scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
Swing and a miss, looked like the slider there, a ball and a strike.
He's going to have to set his sights a little lower right there. That pitch was able to get by him. His swing was just a little under that one.
2-1 now to the Boston leadoff hitter.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
To 2-2 now.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
The 2-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. So 1 down, no one aboard. And that brings up the outfielder, Alex Verdugo. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
And now a pitch on the way.
Oh, that counts.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Now the 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Going to be a long day if he executes like this, punching tickets right out of the gate.
Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. Three and 1 to Martinez.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Batting fourth, third baseman,
Rafael Devers, the next to bat, having a very nice year, currently second in the American League in batting average entering play.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
First pitch of the AB on its way.
Well, if you can throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And it's off the green monster. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. This guy's been producing at the plate all year long, and this at-bat is no different. He's probably surprised it didn't leave the yard after the season he's having, but he'll just have to settle for a double.
Into the box now, Corey Dickerson, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Lifted down the line in left. One and one. Here it is. .23 pitches already here in the first inning. And he's down on strikes, so they get 2 men into scoring position, but that's as far as they'll get as the side is retired. Boston strands a couple, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Second inning set to go, and striding into the plate next will be Teoscar Hernandez. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. In there, strike 1. I'm not sure, but it looks like he may have been blindfolded for that swing. It's 0-2 now.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
Richards is ready, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first down.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Always we know, just some things we should.
Here's George Springer. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitter's counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Outside, 3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
Back up the middle. And the Blue Jays break into the hit column as that's a base hit.
Not everyone feels comfortable pulling the clutch on 3-0 pitch right there, but he stayed within himself, didn't try and do too much, didn't turn and burn, and just hit a nice, hard single on a 3-0 count.
Now a move over to first. Stepping in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as he'll take a look at ball one. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. The 1-0 home.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
Well, the good news is this guy can really dial it up and let it fly. The bad news is sometimes he overthrows it and has absolutely no idea where it's going. He's in a little bit of a trouble, so we'll see if he can work his way out of this.
So now here is Randall Grichuk looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat. From the stretch. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Springer over at second. Guerrero at first, one gone. Slider, but that's below the knees, and it's 2-0.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
The 2-0.
He drilled the previous batter, and now he falls behind 3-1 to this guy. The last thing you can do, though, is throw a fastball middle of the plate right here.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he misses with that one. Ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only one away.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Rowdy Tellez the next to bat. And a golden opportunity here to give his guys the lead with 3 men aboard. As a look, now the pitch.
Inside, ball 1.
There's that slider truly in an unhittable spot. It's 1-1. A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
And it misses. 3-1 now.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Now a swing and a miss as he was trying to flick that one the other way, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
You just can't do that in a game. You cannot swing at ball 4 with the bases loaded. I had one coach tell me, and I never forgot it, when the bases are loaded, take the pressure off.
Now, meanwhile, this is going to be extra bases, and it's going to do some damage. Now the relay home. And he will beat the tag, safe at the plate.
Bases loaded, and he was looking to drive them all in the second he stepped into the box. Puts a big swing on this thing, and the ball just gets down to the wall, allowing everyone to come around and score. He'll take a 3-run double every day of the week.
In now, Reese McGuire, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now, he needs to think about this hitter.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
Hey, that's a heck of a pitch right there. If he's able to execute with that type of velocity, fastballs up and in, I can't imagine. Not only is he going to break a ton of bats today, but he's going to open up that down and away with the soft stuff later in the game.
The 2-1 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
You know, I kind of see why his ERA is so high coming into this one. He's just putting these guys in too many good hitters counts. That'll catch up with you real quick.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Well, some might say a walk there is okay because you've got first base open, but he's been struggling out there. And if you're going to work around hitters, you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
Next to stand in is Bo Bichette. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
First delivery to him.
Hey, the way this guy on the mound's been struggling to find the zone, I'm not mad at the guy taking a pitch.
Oh, 0-1, here it comes. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Bichette hits a little over the 270 mark. The 1-1. Swing and a high fly ball out to left field. It bangs off the billboard, and it's out of here. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Number 17 for him on the season. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
Now the Red Sox skipper's up out of the dugout and on his way toward the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Marcus Walden enters from the pen in just the second inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while. At the plate, Marcus Semien. As he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0 home. Walden has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Now the 2-0 is in there for strike one.
Count is 2-1.
The catcher wanted it down, and they got him to chase it for strike two. Hit in the air down the right field line. Santander waits on it. 2 gone.
Now batting, left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel.
So the bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. And now the first pitch. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. And it's gone into the monster seats. So a solo shot here to left center field. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as this lead swells to 7-0.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. 0 for 1 here in the early going. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that'll wind up a foul ball just to the right of Pesky's pole. 7 runs have crossed the plate in the inning. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Into the windup and the pitch. And the slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. And strike 3 there, as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. But not only do they take the lead, they also open it up a bit as 7 men come across to score. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Jays lead it 7-0. Anthony Santander, the next to bat. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
Low for ball 1.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
The 1-0 home. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Springer. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Batting 7. The first.
All right, guys, time for a look at how the Toronto Blue Jays set up on defense today. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Bobby Dahlbeck comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way to do it.
To the plate now, Christian Vasquez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. He broke off a really nice breaking ball down in the zone right there. And even though this is one of the best hitters around, he waved right through it.
The 1-1 home.
I got to count 2 and 2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
This is on the ground over to first. Right to him. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We played 2 full. The Blue Jays on top, 7-0. Back now at Fenway Park, and here's Heidi Watney with a report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
All right, thanks, Heidi. All set for the start of the inning, and that brings in George Springer.
This is when you got to get selfish. You cannot get complacent or overconfident right here. These days don't happen often. When you got your foot on the accelerator and the entire offense is feeling pretty good, get greedy and keep getting knocks and putting pressure on the defense.
Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. The 2-1 home. Fouled away. And a full count to George Springer. It's 3-2. Now Springer belts one, carrying well out to left. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run here off the bat of George Springer. Number 13 for him on the year as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
Standing in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
Here's Randall Grichuk. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. set. Here's the 0-1. Guerrero gets his lead at first, nobody out. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
Into the box now, Rowdy Tellez, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. And that one cut a little too much, a ball and a strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Dickerson going back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. The relay, and he's going to make it there, barely, as he's into second base with a double.
Well, that's his second double of the game, and I thought it might have enough to get out of here. Banged it off the wall, and he's looking really good in this one.
Stepping in now, Reese McGuire. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 2 home runs and 14 driven in. Now the 1-0 is low and outside for a ball. McGuire, a native of Washington, the Evergreen State. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch.
Ball 3.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
The 3-1. 3-2 now. Here comes the payoff pitch. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
Not too often you see an at-bat go from 3-0 to a strikeout, so that's a pretty good job on the mound right there. Kind of nice that he got a free strike on the 3-0 take, but he still had to put it in the zone.
At the plate now, Bo Bichette. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Grounded up the first baseline. He's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. A run for the Jays on the solo homer. We played 2.5. It's the Blue Jays 8 and the Red Sox nothing. Ready now is Kike Hernandez. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Now the pitch. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence, He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Nope.
Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
Great arm action on that two-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
2 strikes.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
3-2.
Xander Bogaerts is on deck. And the payoff pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Springer has a read on it. 1 away.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
1 gone here in the Boston third. And that'll bring up the power-hitting shortstop, Xander Bogaerts. Now the first pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Two balls and no strikes for Bogaerts. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Too tight with that one. 3-0. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
The center fielder, number 99.
Alex Verdugo digging in now. Struck out in his first at-bat. Kicks and deals. Changeup called strike 1. Verdugo is a very well-regarded defensive outfielder. It used to be that fielders were evaluated mostly by the eyeball test and simple stats like fielding percentage, but of course these days there are many more advanced ways that help determine a guy's work in the field, and in his case he shines in many ways.
You know, Matty, for me, I think he does pass the eyeball test. I know you have to look at all the numbers and the analytics to really appreciate a ball player like this, but man, does he come to work every day and play hard.
And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Here's J.D. Martinez as he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat. It's strike 1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250, 16 homers, and 37 RBIs. A 1 pitch on its way. Line toward right center, and that'll get down for a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Hey, I like this right here. Offense putting a little bit of pressure right here on the defense. This game is not over yet. And if somebody can catch a gap or maybe hit one out, we got a chance to get back in this ball game. We might have something here.
Here now is Rafael Devers as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. And they're runners at the corners now. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
The 1-2. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Three and 2, the count for Rafael Devers.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gurriel is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Boston strands a couple. Still 8-0. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Marcus Semien. First pitch of the AB now. Popped him up. Vasquez is there. Makes the play, 1 away.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
So the next to bat will be Lourdes Gurriel. He went deep last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that's on the outside corner for a strike.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more. Now
a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
When you play in this park where the fences are shorter, this is going to happen more often than any other ballparks.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0 home.
Hey.
A shot down the first baseline. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Now batting, the center fielder, George Springer.
2 are gone now in the Blue Jays half of the 4th. And former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Ew, is that ugly? You could probably throw anything out there to this guy. He'd swing at the rosin bag if you throw it up there.
Stays alive, still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. Up with it, Vasquez. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Blue Jays 8 and the Red Sox nothing. Stepping in once again is Corey Dickerson, struck out in his last trip to the plate.
And you can live with punching out with the bases empty, but in his last at-bat with 2 runners in scoring position, you cannot go down not putting the ball in play. Too much on the line, too many ribby opportunities out there to swing and miss in that spot.
Ball 1.
And this one runs up high, ball 1. Two balls and no strikes now to the Red Sox left fielder.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Squared that one up just a little late.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And he wouldn't have made contact with that one with an or. It's 2-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Another full count pitch home. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch, and even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
So now to the plate, Anthony Santander. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. The windup and the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him, 1-2.
Classic case of the front shoulder flying open on that off speed. Needs to stay compact and stay in the big part of the field.
Lined hard to center field. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And he is in there.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
That'll bring up Bobby Dahlbeck. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Popped him up. Tellez is there for it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Up next for the Red Sox, the catcher, Christian Vasgersian.
So 2 gone now here in the Red Sox 4th. And from the on-deck circle into the batter's box comes Christian Vasquez. First pitch on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Santander at second with 2 down. weak grounder back to the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. One left for the Red Sox. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and that brings up the big bat of Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
The 1-0. Swing and a liner. That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in a big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
Randall Grichuk at the plate now, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He went down on strikes last time up. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Ball.
And a slider bounces, and that gets away. And forget about the double play now, as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up free bases.
Swing, and he launches this one to deep left field. And it bangs off the monster. The throw into second.
And that's an ideal start to the inning right here. The leadoff man strokes a double, and the next guy comes up and swaps places with him, chasing his partner home. Could be a big inning.
Ryan Brazier gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. In now, Rowdy Tellez. Swing and a liner. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Standing in now, Reese McGuire. And he puts it on the ground to second. To second for one. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third. Next to bat for Toronto, Bo Bichette for his career in this matchup. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. First offering. No balls and 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on. Popped up. Vasquez is under it. He handles it easily, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Blue Jays 10 and the Red Sox nothing. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said that they're playing right into the pitcher's game plan today by expanding the strike zone way too often. Instead of swinging at pitches in the strike zone that they can do something with, they're often chasing at pitches out of the zone, which is resulting in a lot of their outs. Going forward, they have to start being more selective, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Anthony Kay will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Kike Hernandez.
Second baseman, Kike.
Here's the first pitch. And it's fouled away. Hernandez is just shy of 6 feet at 5'11", a right-handed batter and thrower. He was taken in the 6th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy, drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
Soft grounder left side. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now back, the shortstop, DeRosa.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And that'll bring up the shortstop and one of the better 2-strike hitters in baseball, Xander Bogaerts. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Cut fastball above the letters, a ball and a strike.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there, and that's the second out.
The center fielder, number 99, Alex Miniak.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Good pitch there as he gets him to swing underneath it for strike 1. Weakly hit to third. Fielded cleanly. Over to first, and that retires the side. Nothing across here this half of the inning. 5 innings complete. The Jays are out in front, 10-0. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and set to go is the second baseman, Marcus Semien. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Counts 1-0.
The 1-0 delivery. 1-1 the count now.
Big fastball is definitely this guy's MO coming out of the bullpen.
Now that ball's hit well, deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. Gone to lead off the inning. It's a solo shot for Marcus Semien. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as this lead got even wider. Long ball is playing in this one. That was the 4th blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan, Dero, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far?
Dero, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think the hitters right now, they must be seeing beach balls up there right now with 4 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, this lineup from top to bottom has power just oozing out of it, and this guy's missing over the heart of the plate. That's what happens.
Lourdes Gurriel stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. No outs, nobody on. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
Oh, don't know how you lay off that one, but he did, and it's 2-2. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Into the box now, Teoscar Hernandez. He'll swing and lift a ball fouled off to the left and out of play. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Behind 0-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
George Springer the next to hit as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Now the 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
You'd never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
And he fouls this one off. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
No.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Again, he sends it out of play. Fouled away. The 3-2 one more time. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over. Jays add 1 more on the solo home run. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's the Blue Jays 11 and the Red Sox nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring up the dangerous bat of J.D. Martinez.
The designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
First offering.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
pitch on the way. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And the pitch on 2-1.
Nope, outside.
Swung on and blasted. No bunt cheese on that one. It's way gone. A solo shot here to left. Number 17 for him on the season, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind.
That one definitely seems worth taking a look at with Show Track. It wasn't a particularly deep home run, but as you can see, he connected pretty well. 110 miles an hour off the bat, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Stepping in now, Rafael Devers. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
This is on the ground over to first. Reined in. And he'll step on first himself for the out. And with 1 away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play. Next up, Corey Dickerson. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Swing and a flare down the line. And that's in there, base hit.
Everybody needs a little love in their life right there. Nice piece of hit and gets you some right there. A little soft liner. He definitely wasn't on that baseball, but he got a little luck involved, a little love, and that thing found a hole right there into the outfield.
To the plate now, Anthony Santander. Dickerson stands at first with 1 out. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. In the dirt. Low throw, and he can't handle the short hop. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Bounce to first. Right to him. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Now batting, first baseman, Bobby Dalbec.
Digging in next, Bobby Dalbec. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, he's got to make an adjustment. You can tell this guy's been struggling with the bat in his hands. He's got a lot of frustration. He's gripping the bat too tight. He needs to relax, take a deep breath, and have a productive AB right here.
First offering on its way. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. High in the air out towards shallow right. He's under it, and that ends the inning. The Red Sox are on the board thanks to the solo home run. The 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up to start the 7th. It's the Blue Jays 11 and the Red Sox 1. 7th inning ready to roll, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. settles in at the plate.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
He's set, and the pitch.
1-0.
The 1-0.
2 balls, no strike. Hey!
You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball, middle of the zone.
The 2-1. Popped up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Now batting, the right fielder, Randall Grichuk.
So 1 away now in the Toronto 7th, and the big right-handed bat of Randall Grichuk saunters into the batter's box next. First pitch of the AB on its way.
Ball 1. Count 1-0.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. In there, and it's even at 1. That's right there at the belt. 1-2 now.
Hey, you could tell right there the hitter was almost fooled by that pitch, expecting the nasty slider to break down and away, and it hung in the middle of the plate. Too late for him to pull the trigger.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. 1 out, nobody on. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box, Rowdy Tellez, as he would look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the 1-0.
That's outside.
Looks like he's pitching pretty cautiously right here, but that happens when a guy's 3 for 3 on the day. Usually he's a guy you challenge a little bit more, but I guess he's earned some respect in this one.
Skied into straightaway right. Chasing after it is Santander. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. But they're on autopilot, 11-1. Last half of the 7th here, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Christian Vasquez.
The catcher, Christian Vasquez.
Now the first pitch. Oh, and he gets the inning started with a bang as this is hit high and deep to left field. Not quite out of here as it's off the monster. The tag, and he is out at second.
Well, he clearly thought he had a shot at 2 on the hit, but they did a nice job in the outfield of getting it in quick to cut him down.
At the plate, Kike Hernandez.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The windup and the 0-1. And now the Blue Jays get a left-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Fouled off. One run, 6 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. Xander Bogaerts will be next. Drives it out to deep right center field. Springer on the run. He gets there, and that's the second out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. Flew out last time up. First delivery to him. No balls and a strike to count. Here's the pitch. Slow roller down the third baseline. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. This one pretty well in the bag. 8th inning coming up. Toronto leads this one 11-1. Matt Barnes comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Matt Barnes.
Digging in will be Reese McGuire. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Number 7.
He's set. Here it comes. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. There's the knuckle curve laid off, 1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Here's the pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. With that, the Jays put their leadoff man on to start the inning.
Hey, sometimes you just got to tip your cap right there. You execute a nice pitch down in the zone, think you're going to get a ground ball or a swing and a miss, and you find yourself with a man on first. You got to regroup.
So now to the plate, Bo Bichette. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Count is 1-2.
Man, the pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Pitch in the dirt, and that gets away. But it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Time now for our starter comparison, and that tells the story. As you can see, neither guy able to get past 5 innings. Next, it'll be Marcus Semien. Career numbers against Matt Barnes. A number of meetings. He's 1 for 7. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. To the left side, but it's well foul. McGuire, base runner at first with 1 out. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with. That's back-to-back strikeouts now, as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Lourdes Gurriel is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
High and deep to left center field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And a relay home is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. Blue Jays held in check, but they're on autopilot 11-1. In now, Alex Verdugo.
Red Sox.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-0 home. Soft liner to the right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. At the plate now, J.D. Martinez. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Nobody out, runner on first. Just hung in there on that one. Again, a 1-2. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the DH for the Red Sox. Rafael Devers is on deck. The 3-2 pitch. Hard hit toward the hole. That's through. Another base hit for him. He's 3 for 3.
Well, D-Roll, there's another base hit, making it first and second. They're piling up the hits on the day, but so far not many runs to show for it.
Yeah, definitely a few knocks in the cupboard makes you feel good, and the batting average goes up, but that doesn't help you win ball games. Somebody's got to come up with a nice AB with runners in scoring position.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Stepping in now, Rafael Devers. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. The 0-1. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. Barucki hails from the Prairie State of Illinois. He was selected in the 15th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at-bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
To the plate now, Corey Dickerson. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. Verdugo at second. Martinez is over at first with 1 away. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
There's the heavy sinker right there. What makes that pitch so difficult to hit is not only does it change eye levels, it actually changes plane. You go to hit it at one position, and it's 6 to 8 inches dropping off the table and chasing your hands.
3-1 pitch is a slider, and he can't pull the trigger. It's 3-2 now.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Gurriel is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting, the right fielder, Anthony.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Anthony Santander. His career numbers against this pitcher, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball in.
2 men are on with 2 men out. That evens it up, 1-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Bichette picks it up cleanly, and the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. Boston strands a couple. They trail by double digits, 11-1. set to start the ninth in this one. And striding into the plate next will be Teoscar Hernandez. First pitch of the AB on its way. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. The 0-1 on its way. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. The 0-2 delivery.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And it's a full count, 3-2 to the Blue Jays DH.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the ninth.
That's an excellent at bat right there. Fell behind early 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
Into the box now, George Springer, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1. The runner at first with no outs here. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. George Springer puts 2 on the board with that home run. His second home run of the game as they just continue to pour it on here. These guys are really putting on a show here. That dinger brings the total up to 5 for the game so far. Amazing stuff today, guys.
Yeah, Matty B. How about this, D-Row? If you come to watch offense, you've picked the right game to come and see.
5 bombs from one team. Everybody in the lineup. They're making fun right now of the guys who don't have a homer in this one.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. A ball and a strike. Career numbers against Matt Barnes. He's hitless in 6 tries. And here's a fastball, not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. Base is empty here with nobody out. And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. Back up the middle. That gets through for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4 in this one.
Hey, D-Row, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
So now to the plate, Rendell Grichuk, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Grichuk puts a good swing on it. This ball's carrying well to left. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Randall Grichuk, a 2-run shot. 12 home runs for him now thus far as the blowout continues.
It's getting pretty comical now. Their 6th home run of the game, and they're not done yet. They say hitting is contagious, and apparently that applies to the long ball. It's looking like batting practice out there.
Adam Ottavino enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Into the box, Rowdy Tellez, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. In there, strike 2.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Now batting.
Striding in
Number
is
7.
Reese McGuire, singled in his last at-bat. From the stretch. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Here's another 0-2. Hit softly on the ground to third. Devers has it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The bat to the left. Shortstop. Bichette.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Bo Bichette. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. First pitch on its way. Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through it. 1 strike.
Swung underneath that pitch, so he was either trying to elevate the ball or he was expecting a pitch to be a sinker and drop more than it did.
Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
Ready with the 0-2. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Here comes the 1-2.
Ball, action time.
4 runs here in this half inning. And it's fouled away. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. Santander is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. The Jays lead it 15-1. Now it'll be Bobby Dahlbeck. These two have not faced each other at the major league level.
The first baseman, Bobby Dahlbeck.
First offering on its way. Took something off there, but this is hit well anyway, out to deep center. A leap, but it's off his glove. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And the Red Sox have something going. It's a leadoff double.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
At the plate now, Christian Vasquez, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. A runner at second, nobody out. Hit in the air down the left field line. Gurriel moves over near the line as he puts it away for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, second baseman, Diego Hernandez.
Next to dig in, Kike Hernandez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First offering.
Off the plate, ball 1.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. Runner at second here with 1 man out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Hit out towards second. Taken in by Semien. Throw on to first, and now the Red Sox are down to their final out.
The batter, the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Red Sox down to their final out now. And that'll bring up the power-hitting shortstop Xander Bogaerts. First pitch of the AB now. The man on third with 2 down. And there's ball 1. Up high, 2-1 now.
Ball 3.
There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
The 3-1 pitch. In tight, ball 4. And they're at the corners now with 2 away.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Next to hit, Alex Verdugo. Lifetime in this matchup. He's 1 for 4. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Ball, that's it.
The 1-0.
Nope. Outside.
Boy, this hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very long.
Now the 2-0 is taken, strike one. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Swing and a liner. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Standing in now, J.D. Martinez, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Last strike now for the Red Sox. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Bogarts on second, Verdugo on at first with 2 down. Sinker, 3-2 now.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Hit hard back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The runner scores from second.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute.
Yeah, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
A.J. Cole will make an appearance here as he is in charge of trying to ring up the final out of the ball game. Stepping in now, Rafael Devers. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Going back is the right fielder. Goodbye, home run. 3-run home run down the line in right. Number 21 for him on the season, but that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit. This has been quite a hitting display from both sides. That's home run number 8 on the day.
Matty V, I don't know what this is. Hero, is this bad pitching or good hitting?
I think you have to credit both offenses today. They both came in with game plans. We walked around during batting practice. They were both super confident, and nobody is missing a barrel.
In now, Corey Dickerson, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. He's got one hit in 4 at-bats. A ball and a strike now. The 1-1. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon.
Not likely to see a 4th fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
Here comes the 1-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
On paper, this had the makings of a real hard-fought game, but paper and reality, those are two different things. They pulled away and never looked back. How about to a tune of a 9-run victory?
15-6, the final tally in this one. The Toronto Blue Jays hit 6 home runs as a team on the way to a win. Anthony Kay claims the win out of the pen, his first. Garrett Richards struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 18 minutes. Our Fenway Park paid attendance this afternoon, 37,755. We'd like to thank the Red Sox Nation for their continuing support and remind you to please drive home safely.